Hi folks, Bob here in Dinosaur Coast Park for the last time, I think. It's finally Gallimimus showing up, and as you know, U15 is currently available. So we're going to start um, out by the Triassic Terrace near the opening ring of the park and take a hike to the start of the Asian area, passing the iguanodon thing off to the right path, passing the nursery trail, and finally coming to the arch that goes into the Asian area. There's going to be a change to this as you see as the video goes along, and you'll see some other changes, I think, to some of the ground terrain and stuff because it's been recorded at different times of the work. So you can see a fence in the background. You can see the Asian dinosaur sign. We're going to come down to this building you've been catching glimpses of in various of the videos. And this time we're actually going to go inside because it's the Gallimimus viewing area. And you can tell that because we've got the animal silhouettes on there. A rough attempt to get the particular skin I'm using for the animals in this park. So there's a nice viewing area here, and it of course doesn't have any dinosaurs to see right now in the great tradition of the original Jurassic Park. On the inside is a little bit of decor. I don't know what to do with that big blank wall, but I should do something besides just pull that donation box out of the wall. Anyway, so let's take a look through the glass, and I think we're going to go up now as soon as I can get out of the first person mode. I'll take us up and get a look at the overall layout of the habitat. There's a large chunk here, and most of the things that would be attractive to the animals are placed in this area. The new enrichment log on the left, some fruit, and you can see some of the adult Gallimimuses coming into this portion. There's also a treat for them up in that little area past the bridge path. And this is the back part of the habitat, and a full overview from above. The viewing stand in the upper right corner, and the main part of the viewing habitat, the even larger back habitat of the enclosure, which is not really visible to the guests. But I discovered after putting the animals in, they really wanted some more space. So I enlarged that a little bit. Not quite in this shot though. So we're going to take a look inside their care building, and we've got one there on a hay bed, just chilling out for a little bit. And while they're getting ready to go do something else, we'll take a look at the care side of the building. A little bit of simple decoration, a few tools, some problems with the terrain level, which I will need to fix. A flickering gate, which suggests I might have doubled that accidentally. And this is the path out down this keeper-only path, and then we'll look at the animals. So this is the allium skin. This is not one that I'm using for the habitat, but I thought since the animal's so new, I would show off the other skins. They're all quite nice. They have different levels of feathering and rather different tails. So pretty distinct choices for the skins. The other skin that I'm not using in this habitat is the rose thorn, and we'll cut to that one. And this is the one that looks like it's gotten a little enthusiastic with the eyeliner, which you'll see when we get a little bit closer to the animals. It's a little bit more distinct in its dimorphism, much like the skin I am using. The allium is less distinctive, but you know, it all makes for difference in the animals. I think they also have slight size differences, or that may have just been the game's random provisions. I don't know. Anyway, cutting to one of the intended habitats of this inhabitants of this habitat, and the feature of the bridge between the two sections of the habitat. This is outside as you approach, with the modifications to drop the edge walls of rock so the animals were more visible and yet still provide a barrier so they don't come over the edge by accident. So you can't see all of them, but you will get to see them transferring between the enclosures. And this is the Asian dinosaurs side of the same deal. So I think this was reasonably successful. And of course the babies. These guys, the three of them of the four, decided to stand around the feeding tray and sort of chirp at each other without otherwise moving. I don't know what got them stuck like that. You can see the fourth one coming up to do the little stutter step there as he scratched an itch. And then he decided to peck at the ground outside of the food bin. So I needed to remove them and put them in a different place to get them back to walking around. So a little bit of walking around in the foliage. Like a lot of the small babies, they disappear into the undergrowth pretty easily, making them not good subjects for videos in forested environments particularly. So the last bit of this video with the animals will be the skin that I chose to use in this park, which is silver spalding. And it's got a nice sort of grayish brown for the females on their backs. Both sexes have the white necks, but the male is more stark, and its coloration is a little bit stronger on the body. And it has the interesting bifurcate feathers, so that the tail is, well, the feathers aren't bifurcate, but the tail is bifurcate at the end where the feathers split to either side. Don't know if that's something that Dinosaur Federation could really do, but that's what the devs decided to put in for this animal, and it makes it pretty distinct. So if you've been enjoying the series, make a comment if you would. Like I said early on, this is the last of the videos for Dinosaur Coast, at least for now, almost certainly for now. Starting a new park in the next video. I'd asked for comments on what I might do with that in the last few videos, and still have time to take some of those. If you'd like to see a lot more speed build in it, let me know. That's what I'm thinking of doing. So anyway, again, thanks for stopping by. Before we cut out, after enjoying the animals wandering through their forest, I'm going to have an overhead aerial view of the park in its final state. So if you like what I do, you know how to subscribe. If you haven't already, if you have, thanks for that. The channel is not getting tons of traction, but if we can wake up the algorithm, we'll get more. So there it is. You can see the entrance in the lower corner and the Asian dinosaurs in the far distance. and and Kylosaurus building in the right quarter, some of the more obvious areas of the park. Anyway, so that's pretty much it. Y'all take care. Hope you're enjoying the new update. Be kind to each other out there, and I hope to see you stopping by for another video. Bye now.